back to the Keeping the Dream Alive podcast. Today, I have the opportunity to sit down with a representative from the STEPS program here at Torch Technologies. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, would you like to introduce yourself and we'll kind of get started there?
Yeah, I am Virginia McCrary. I have been with Torch coming up on 10 years in the summer. I've been involved with STEPS since it started.
Okay.
And hopefully with this podcast, we'll get a little more information out there for everyone.
Yeah. So for those that maybe don't know what STEPS is, tell us a little bit about what the program is and what it is here to accomplish.
Yes, so STEPS is Society of Torch Emerging Professionals. Originally did start with younger employees in mind. However, it has greatly evolved since then. And we would like to remove the word emerging, but it's hard to fit in another word. But we do encourage all members of the company to participate. So we aim to provide different types of events throughout the year, just opportunities for employee owners to get together, meet one another, different activities, whether it be a social, professional development events, or community outreach. So I feel like it's a good way for torch culture to thrive. And when we say it's for everyone, we really encourage new employees and employees who've been at Torch for a while, because for Torch to maintain that culture, who best to learn it from than those who've been around for a long time. So I feel like a lot of times people think, oh, it's emerging professionals, so it's a young professional group. But I'm hoping through this podcast I can really get out that word that we really welcome everyone and we encourage everyone to participate.
Yeah, and I as the company's grown so much over its 20 plus years, even in the 10 years you've been here, it's grown substantially. And so thinking about how do you maintain that culture when you were the size when you came in versus how are you continuing to maintain that culture now and moving forward is the ways in which, as STEPS has developed and kind of become a program here, has the ways in which y'all engage the employees changed from when you first started doing it, or has it kind of stayed the same?
Oh, it's definitely changed. Communication, I think, has been our biggest growth area, which is actually the area I started in when we first started STEPS. I was just over communications. We had a few others, over the different aspects. And so really being able to develop that communication style, I think, has helped us also with our planning, because the way we send out our weekly emails, I literally have a document typed up with everything upcoming, and I just go copy and paste it. So it's an easy thing, but all I do is add the new events that we discussed in our committee meetings. I go add that to the end so that as we approach those events, I'm able to add that to our updates. It's definitely, we've started planning more in the future. I've already got some things in the calendar for April and May. just at least ideas, and got some emails outgoing just to at least get some people, professional development event people on the radar for those events if we need them. Freedom Center booking that up for everything. So I think it's definitely evolved with Torch as it has grown.
Yeah, and is there, there's a variety, you've mentioned some of the events, but there's a variety of different activities and events that you do throughout the year. Is there certain events or activities that are, crowd favorites that people seem to really draw more attention maybe than other events?
Our summer events, we do a Trash Bandits baseball game and Float the Flint, where we go kayaking down Flint River.
That's awesome.
We always have a huge turnout for those. Trivia nights are always a fun one. It's really casual. It's not even an RSVP requirement to show up. And I try and have some little signs out so we can, at least find the STEPS crowd. And then our Christmas party, the end of year party, has been a very big success the past few years.
How often are y'all trying to do events? Is it a few a month? Is it one a month? Or does it just vary depending on the time of the year?
So we aim to do at least one social and one professional development event a month.
Okay.
And then our community outreach, we try to schedule one once a month. We've been partnering a lot lately with Torch in Action so that we're not double dipping on events and stuff. And we're, making sure that those community outreach opportunities are, I guess, more widespread and communicated more, because I do feel like sometimes people do get bombarded with lots of emails about all these different events. So we're like, hey, well, why don't we team up with these different organizations and see if we can collaborate. Um, we do have one other event that we do every other month, and it's called Brunch.
Okay.
It's the running and walking group. So that one we do every other month. We kind of take a break in the summer when it's hot, and then we pick it back up come September, I think.
Okay.
So that's just another little social, but also a way to get people out and active. For those who might not necessarily want to get together after work, they might rather go on a quick walk or run around town. And then usually afterwards, we go to a location and actually have brunch. So
Awesome.
it's a fun Saturday.
Yeah. And so we talked a lot about it. It's not just for new employees of Torch, it's for employees that have been here for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. But there's also a wide assortment of employees that you have that are actually interns. Is the opportunity for interns to get involved with STEPS a possibility, or like is that something that is solely set for employees?
We will organize our summer events around the interns. Our May social is an ice cream social with them. So we try and get them engaged with us, get them outside of their working groups. Because sometimes, all you do is you go in, you're only here for 2 months. So how best to get to know the company? So we try our best to offer as much as possible. I include them on all the Monday emails that I send out. We'll do professional development events that might be geared towards, early in your career, resolution conflicts, some of those common, obstacles you might have come across, or just, organizational skills, stuff like that. But no, we work closely with the intern committee over the summer, and, we've talked about other ways to try and help get that attendance up, of like, a rewards program. They come to so many events, they get maybe a t-shirt at the end of their summer.
Yeah.
But no, we welcome and encourage the interns to get involved when they're here.
Yeah, and I feel like just the way you have to develop and change these events, and just figuring out new and innovative ways to meet the people that are a part of STEPS is probably always an ever evolving thing. As you've kind of seen this impact, what is something that you've been the most like? What would be a word of encouragement for someone that maybe isn't involved with STEPS to get involved?
I guess just come to any event that you think might interest you. Like, we have paint night coming up. We're going to be meeting up at Studio 127. We partnered with them last year to just do a canvas painting night. We had about, I think, 15, 20 people show up, but that usually attracts a different crowd than maybe a sporting event. Same thing with trivia nights, or we're going to try and squeeze in bowling. So we try and have a wide variety to hopefully appeal to everyone. And the social aspect of STEPS does allow more for face-to-face interaction and actually getting to know each other. Professional development events, we do want everyone to come in for those as well. And we hope that we're reaching a wide range of, I guess, topics to help pull other interest in, and just like let them know, hey, STEPS is putting these on for the employees. And, we do send out a feed. We have a feedback link continuously out. And then every year I send out a survey, and those definitely help kind of figure out what employees want. What are they looking for out of STEPS? What are they looking for out of the company? What events are they interested in? And we have taken that feedback and implemented it.
Yeah.
So that's definitely helped as well to make sure that we are kind of catering to all interests.
Yeah, and it's like I said, it's being able to, as new employees come in and get their feedback on what they would like to see, allows you to kind of figure out and change things. And maybe it's not necessarily a whole new thing that you're doing, but it's something that you've already did, but you're changing the way you did it to better reach who it is that your target audience is now. How can people find out more about STEPS and get involved with STEPS, see the upcoming events? If they're an employee here, where can they find all the stuff?
So we have an internet page. So it's on, I think if you just go towards internet, we have, I'm not really sure the best way to get there if you're going straight from our portal page and stuff. But there are flyers all throughout on the TVs with all of our upcoming events and all the QR codes that allow you to RSVP directly if you want to do it from your phone. I will try and send out bi-monthly emails so we can at least capture the attention of new employees who might not have known to sign up for my emails yet. But that's also an opportunity just for anyone who might not want my weekly spam to at least just get that, hey, here are the next 3 months of events. Let me go ahead and mark those on my calendar. We try our best to make sure that as we try to connect with the employees as best as we can. Communication is difficult, I think, with any large company. So we just bi-monthly TV flyers and those weekly emails. And again, I really ask for managers, senior managers, spread the word to your new employees. Because that is a lot of times I will get an email from managers saying, hey, add these employees, they just started. Well, I want to make sure that they're aware that there are other things going on in Torch.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, all of those ways to engage with these employees, because like with being an ESOP, keeping these employees that are really talented and keeping them here and figuring out this is not just a 9 to 5. This is a work. This is a family. There's opportunities to get out. There's opportunities for you to get involved in different ways and be a part of it in whatever you see best fit. We'll be sure to have links to everything in the episode notes if anyone wants to find out more information. We'll have links directly to that. But I appreciate you being here. It's been incredible to hear a little bit about what Steps is and kind of the impact you've had. Hopefully this brings more awareness to what it is you're doing and continues to allow you to grow it and see more and more employees get involved. But I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.